Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Yes, so my purpose of making this video for you all is just to inform you about the law handwritten book which is now available for the November 2019 examinations. Yes, the book is available. This is our third edition book. जैसे आप सबको पता है कि this is the third edition of the book. Yes, and the book is handwritten book. ठीक है, मैं आपको बुक के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन दे देती हूँ. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द बुक इज एप्लीकेबल स्पेसिफिकली फॉर नवंबर 2019 एग्जामिनेशंस. यस, एंड द बुक इज अमेंडेड. जैसे आपको पता है कि अपने तो हर सब्जेक्ट में आजकल अमेंडमेंट्स आता है. सिमिलरली लॉ में भी जो अमेंडमेंट्स है वो ये सारे बुक्स के अंदर इनकॉर्पोरेट हो चुके हैं. नवंबर एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए वी हैव ऑल द अमेंडमेंट्स एप्लीकेबल टिल 30th April 2019. सो आई हैव इनकॉर्पोरेटेड ऑल द पॉसिबल अमेंडमेंट्स अप टू वट एवर वेर रिलीज अप टू 30th April 2019. वो हमारे बुक के अंदर इनकॉर्पोरेटेड है. राइट, ठीक है. अभी नेक्स्ट थिंग जो मेरे को आपको बताना है, जो स्टूडेंट्स नॉर्मली पूछते हैं कि मैम बुक के अंदर क्या है, क्या कवरेज है, तो जस्ट लेट मी गिव यू अ ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ दैट. पहली बात तो हमारी बुक दो पार्ट के अंदर डिवाइडेड है, वॉल्यूम 1 एंड वॉल्यूम 2. ठीक है, आई कैन जस्ट शो यू द कवर पेजेस तो आपको आइडेंटिफिकेशन हो जाएगा. दिस इज द कवर पेज ऑफ द फर्स्ट वॉल्यूम, दैट इज कंपनी लॉ. आपको यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ भी दिख रहा होगा, इट इज अ बुक ऑन कंपनी लॉ. राइट, एंड जो आपका सेकेंड वॉल्यूम है, वॉल्यूम 2 है, दिस इज ऑन इकोनॉमिक लॉज एंड अलाइड लॉज. राइट, ये इकोनॉमिक लॉज एंड अलाइड लॉज के ऊपर है. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे आपको बोला हुआ है कि दिस इज एप्लीकेबल फॉर बोथ ओल्ड सिलेबस एज वेल एज न्यू सिलेबस. सो वी हैव अ कॉमन बुक. ओके, एक सेट आएगा, एक सेट के अंदर दो वॉल्यूम्स आएंगे, वॉल्यूम 1 वॉल्यूम 2. वॉल्यूम 1 इज फॉर कंपनी लॉ, दोनों को एप्लीकेबल है, ओल्ड सिलेबस को भी एप्लीकेबल है, न्यू सिलेबस को भी एप्लीकेबल है. सिमिलरली अपने पास वॉल्यूम 2 है. वॉल्यूम 2 का मैंने नाम ही दिया हुआ है, दैट इज इकोनॉमिक लॉज एंड अलाइड लॉज. Okay, as we had done for the previous attempts also, the book is going to contain chapters for both old syllabus as well as new syllabus, but in the index I have given the bifurcation, which chapter is to be done by the old syllabus students and which chapter is to be done by the new syllabus students. Right, so the book becomes applicable for both old as well as new. Apart from that, ma'am, what is there in the book? So if I tell you, say for example, volume 1 is company law. Half of the book is handwritten book, that is the content, the main content is there, which is handwritten totally. Everything is covered, we have not left anything, everything is covered. After that, the next half of the book contains the question answers as well as the MCQs. Okay, the most important part of the book, question answers and the MCQs, right? So question answers from every possible sources have been taken there, that is every possible sources. I'll just give you a brief about it. It contains all the questions from the old syllabus practice manual which was there earlier with the amended answers. Then we have the questions from the new ICI material. Then we have the extra question booklet that was issued by the ICI. We have taken questions from that also. Then we have RTP questions, we have mock questions, then we have past exam questions. We have covered questions from all of these sources. Not even a single question have been left out there. Right, so and these have been covered almost from 2013, year 2013, and today we are in year 2019. So almost 6 years and almost equivalent to 12 to 13 attempts questions we have covered in this book. As per me, as per my personal suggestion, obviously doing questions from, you know, of so many material is definitely sufficient. Apart from that, we have incorporated the MCQs. There are some MCQs which have been made by us also. There are some MCQs, the MCQs of the ICA, the sample MCQs issued by the ICA have also been incorporated in the book. Plus the questions, the MCQs which were given in the mock papers and the RTPs have also been incorporated. I hope you are understanding, right? So MCQs, question answers from every possible sources we have taken there. Content has been mainly taken from the bare law and the ICI material, right? So you won't face any problem in that. So the book is divided into these two parts. First part is the content and the next part is the MCQs and the question answers, and this is applicable for the second book also. The same thing applies for the economic laws and the allied laws books also, right? And if you ask me, ma'am, how many questions are there, so I'll tell you, MCQs plus question answers, the subjective question answers as well as the descriptive question answers together, there are around 2350 questions, and I think even more than that, but minimum there are 2350 questions in that. So that makes it very much sufficient for you to, you know, prepare yourself for the examinations. Also at the end of the book I have given a list of sections, because there are many students who, you know, who yes, they want to by heart the section number also along with the content, so that's very good. So I have given a list of sections also at the end of the book in both the books, company law as well as the allied law. Now since the books are handwritten, okay, and considering the handwriting, my handwriting, which is a little bigger, so the number of pages consumed, you will think that the book is very bulky, the book is very fat, okay. But just understand one thing. If say for example I am telling you that company law, in company law book handwritten content is of say for example 360 pages, okay, that does not mean that you're going to study 360 pages. Just understand that 360 pages is handwritten, okay. If you go it in the type format, it will like barely come to 180 pages or 200 pages, somewhere around that. So that much content is definitely manageable for you, right? Acha, apart from that, the next thing is this book is a detailed book as well as a revision book. Why am I telling that it is a detailed book as well as a revision book? You can use it for your first time read also, that is you can just go through the content and then you can solve the question answers and the MCQs. And when you use it for revision, when you use it just for revision, what you can do is you can just go through the content, right? Because in revision we have to go on filtering things, so for revision you can just use the content portion of that, right? Okay, and I have already shown you the cover pages. The cover pages are here. Yes, here it is, the company law, you can see it on the board. And the next thing is the allied and economic laws. Book is common for both old syllabus as well as new syllabus. MRP of the book has been kept the same as that of the last attempt, that is it is 1200 rupees, which is available at a discount of 20% on our website. You can order it if you wish to order. If your attempt is there in the coming November 19 examinations, you can order the book from our website. You can see the details on the screen here. It's available on www.arpitatulsyan.com. On the website you will see a book section, books purchase section. You can just see there, and from there you can purchase the books, right? As of now the books are available at 960 rupees. The MRP of the books are 1200, 1199 is the MRP, and the books are available at 960. Apart from the website, the books are also available at all the leading bookstores in whatever city you are staying. If suppose if in your particular city this book is not available in the bookstore, etc., either you can contact me or you can order it directly from the website, because to any part of India, yes, we can get your books delivered, right? So apart from this, if you have any other doubt regarding the book, feel free to contact me on the given numbers. The team is ready to help you with the doubts that you are having, right? And the book, the main aim of the book is, main aim of me behind writing this book is to make the content very simple for you, and not to compromise on anything. And that's why we have included questions from all the possible sources, right? So if you do the book including the question answers properly, I can definitely guarantee you of very good marks, which was evident for the May 19 examinations also. I have got reviews from many students, many students, that especially for the new syllabus, the majority of the paper was from the question bank which is given in our book. So that is the happiest moment for me, that yes, okay, if I have included something in the questions, and if the student sees the same question in the examinations, then the motivation level, the confidence level goes to a different level altogether, right? So I expect, and we have incorporated all the possible things, whatever was possible from my end, I have incorporated everything. So if you are preparing for November 19, yes, this is the book for you. You can order it from the website. I have given the details on the screen here. Okay, so before I conclude the video, I would just like to show you a glimpse of the book, so that you'll come to know how the things are covered here. Yes, everybody here on the screen, can you see? Yes, so these are the initial pages of the book. Like I told you, this is the initial page of the allied book, okay, the allied law and the economic law books. Like I told you, the amendments are covered up to 30th of April, right? And then we have I have also mentioned from which attempt we have taken the past question papers, the RTPs, question bank of the ICI study material, etc., right? Then like I told you, this is the third attempt, third edition basically, third edition. And at the beginning of the book, I have given this page, how to study from this book. So basically, if you're just studying, if you're doing self-study also, then I have just given a pattern in which you should ideally study, right? So these are the things. Then I have given the abbreviations of the short forms that I have used it in the entire book. Yes, then here we have the index. Can you see here the index? Yes, the index is divided. Can you see the name of the chapter is there? Then we have the page numbers, and then I have written here applicable for which course, for new course, old course respectively. Okay, so the students of either of the courses can view it accordingly. Now, next thing is, yes, can you see the total pages of handwritten content I've given? I've given because we study as per the number of pages. So here is the total number of pages of the handwritten content. It's 334 pages for this allied laws. And after that we start with the main content from here. Yes, so in the main content we have, can you see the different colors used? The black is used for the main heading, blue is normally used for the main content, and red is the important words or the key words which I would want you to remember. So in this way we have covered the entire chapters, right? And each and every chapter is covered. Wherever possible I have given some shortcuts, or wherever possible I have given some story codes, as you can see here. And you see, this is just an instance, I'm just showing you an instance of, this is of FEMA chapter. Okay, so there is a story code that I have given to remember a schedule 2. There is a schedule 2 in this, so a story code is given to remember there. So wherever possible, I'll not say that I've given it for every chapter, but wherever possible or wherever some big lists etc are involved, so we have tried our level best to simplify it for you, right? And going to the question answers, I'll also show you for the question answers what we have done. For the question answers, yes, can you see this? So the question answers comes back in the normal font. We have like the first chapter was FEMA in our book, so I'm just showing you that only. So we have the examples which were given in the ICS study material. We have taken the examples also. Okay, so here all the examples are covered. Then we had a similar question coming up in the RTP, so we have just specified here that it is a question from RTP. Apart from that, now yes, from here we start the question answers. Like question number 1 is there. Can you see? This question was found in the ICI study material of new course, ICI practice manual question, and the ICI extra question booklet. Similarly, for the other questions also, can you see? Now this was a RTP May 2016 question, so we have specified that also. And in this way, the question as well as answer both are given at the in your book, right? And now when we go to the MCQs, yes, I'll just show you an instance. Say for example, here the MCQs are starting, say for this chapter, Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Yes, so can you see here in the question answers we have, if you can just see it now. Yes, we have in the MCQs we have the question, then we have the 4 options here, right? And the answers are given on the same page down for your convenience, right? So that you can just mark the answers and then you can check it from here, right? So in this way our entire book is covered. Okay, now one important thing that I would like to tell you for the students who have already purchased or the students who are going to purchase the book. Okay, so what I wanted to tell you about Sebi is, this is applicable for both, for the students who have already taken the book or the students who are planning to purchase it, and this is applicable for both old syllabus as well as new syllabus. Okay, just listen carefully. Now Sebi, if you have heard it before or if you have studied it before or if you have heard it from anyone before, okay, Sebi has 3 parts. One is the Sebi Act. Achha, Sebi is there in our allied laws. Allied laws, or for new syllabus we can say it is applicable in the economic laws portion. Now Sebi Act is there, then we have these Sebi ICDR regulations, and then we have the Sebi LODR, right? Economic laws we have it along with the securities law, if you know, right? Achha, now this Sebi Act is okay, there's no problem in that. This is applicable for both old syllabus as well as new syllabus. LODR is applicable only for the new syllabus. This is nothing new, this is applicable from the last attempt itself. And now the thing is Sebi ICDR. Okay, Sebi ICDR was also applicable for old syllabus as well as the new syllabus. Now what has happened is ICDR, we had some regulations of ICDR 2009. Now these regulations got repealed somewhere in the month of November. Okay, from November these regulations got repealed, that is substituted by new regulations, that is ICDR 2018. And this also came from the month of November. So now since these happened in the month of November 2018, and for the upcoming November 19 examinations, we have all the amendments applicable up to 30th April 2019. 30th April 2019. So now this repealing thing as well as the coming up of new regulations happened before 30th April 2019. So ideally this should be made applicable by the ICAI for the November 2019 examinations. However, we have not seen any new, study material, any new material coming up for these regulations from the ICAI end. But we may expect that they may notify these things in the RTP or maybe by way of a supplementary. Or alternatively, next thing that ICAI can do is they will not at all make this ICDR 2018 applicable, and they'll just continue with the ICDR 2009. So we'll just have to wait for the ICAI notifications in this regard. So now what I have done in my book, since these were notified in November 2018, ideally they should be made applicable for November 2019 examinations. So we have included these ICDR 2018 regulations, ICDR 2018 regulations in our book. We have these new regulations in our book because our book is amended. Now, depending on the ICAI's applicability, we will have to act. Okay, so suppose if the ICAI says, okay, new one is applicable, 2018 is applicable, so in that case, everything will be given in our book because everything is already incorporated in our book. Worst case, if the ICAI says that ICDR 2009 will only continue, then in that case you can just drop an email to me and I will share with you the notes of the ICDR 2009, that is the old notes. Right? So ideally these should be made applicable, and these are already included in our book. By chance if the ICAI says no, old provisions applicable, then it is my responsibility to make you the ICDR 2000 notes available. Right? You can just drop me a mail, you can just drop me a WhatsApp, and I will make sure that the old notes, you get the old notes. But that will happen only after the ICAI notifies about it. Right? And the contact details I had already told you. On this number you can WhatsApp, on this number you can call, and the rest for purchasing you can use my website. Right? I hope so everything is clear for you. Yes, and looking forward for you all to purchase the book, and I hope you all benefit from the book and get me an exemption. Right? Thank you so much. All the very best.